And attention, we already have the official synopsis of Avengers Doomsday in our hands, and we're going to analyze everything and see what story we can get from this synopsis. After the intro, let's keep going. Hello, Pop Culture Society. We're back. Let's talk about Avengers Doomsday once again. We have new information. We have an official synopsis. This time, it's not a rumor or gossip. Today, on the Doomsday Diary, which is a special segment we do here almost every day, analyzing rumors, analyzing information, clues. Now we have the official synopsis. But before we get into the text, leave your like, pretend you're Dr. Destino, turning on the machine to talk to mom in the afterlife. Click like now, because you're really going to help me get this video out here. So it works and YouTube shows it to more people. Did you hit like? Thank you. Now let's talk about the synopsis. This event is happening in China by Disney, where Disney is presenting its projects for the coming years. Let's go. We have Zootopia 2 coming up, we have a new Avatar coming, and we have a new Predator. Next year we're going to have Toy Story 5, we're going to have The Mandalorian Grogu, and we're going to have Avengers Doomsday, the new Marvel Studios movie about the Avengers. Finally, since 2019, this is an Avengers movie. Now we're finally going to have a movie about this team that's fallen apart. It's fragmented, right? They're going to have to be brought together again to avenge something that we don't even know what it is. And there's also Spider-Man, but Spider-Man is a Sony partnership. Marvel comes in as a consultant. Even some Spider-Man content is at the event. But they don't own the movie, right? It's more about Spider-Man as a Marvel character. They also discussed video games, and some people suggested this synopsis might be from the game, not the movie. But it makes it very clear that it's about Avengers Doomsday, and we even have a light show there. And that Dr. Geodestiny, showing the creation of the multiverse, showing the magic of destiny. This also relates to the synopsis, which we'll discuss soon. We also had a display with Agora, the full body of Dr. Destiny. As I said here in my costume analysis, I thought it was very well represented, very well translated from the comics to the screen. It's undeniable this is the most faithful Dr. Destiny to the comics yet. It wasn't difficult to happen. But let's get to the synopsis. What's it about? The synopsis, Dr. Destino finally makes his entrance at Marvel Studios. It's true, he appears in the post-credits of Fantastic Four, but you can't really consider that as his first appearance, as the arrival of Dr. Destino in the magical universe. That's just a teaser. Will we really have Dr. Destino as a major villain, as a big reference figure of evil and threat in the movie? Notice how the synopsis starts with the villain and the movie is named after them. So, we're going to have a movie focused on Dr. Destino. It's not really going to be a movie with Avengers in the front, even though Avengers is in front of Doomsday. What we're going to see is Dr. Destino being built up during this movie. Why? Because Marvel was relying on Kang until a few years ago and had to give up and switch villains. And now they're going to have to make up for lost time to introduce this new villain, his danger, his plans, who he is psychologically. All of this must be presented, and the synopsis covers that, stating a new villain is coming to Marvel Studios. This villain is an expert in cutting-edge technology. He masters top-level technology. We already know this. The armor is a technological feat. And he's a brilliant scientist. Maybe the most brilliant in the Marvel universe, maybe rivaling Reed Richards. Mr. Fantastic. He only loses to Mr. Fantastic because he's completely crazy. He's a jealous guy, an envious guy, a megalomaniac, and he's overconfident. And all of that affects Dr. Doom's perception of reality. So he always loses to Reed Richards because of that, because of his own weaknesses and his own behavioral flaws. Then there's this guy, one of the most brilliant scientists and brightest minds in the multiverse. And he's also a well-studied guy and a specialist in the mystical arts. This movie will likely focus on this, since the light show already shows him casting multiple spells and enchantments. And all of this could bring us a Doctor Doom much more connected to magic than we often see in the comics. Recently, this more magical side of him has been explored a lot, including in the Secret Wars comics. So there's no reason not to expect Doctor Doom to be as technological as he is magical. In this movie, we're going to have an Ironheart that's much more absurd in terms of power. For Doomsday. So what else does it say? And that there's going to be a ripple effect that could destroy the multiverse. We already know what that ripple effect is. It's the incursion. It's an anomaly in the balance of the multiverse that creates a chain reaction. A ripple effect, a domino effect, a snowball effect, a butterfly effect. Call it whatever you want. That will destroy the multiverse. It will become something that feeds on itself and causes the continuous destruction of the multiverse. And that's what we're going to deal with in this movie here. Doctor Doom trying to prevent the collapse of the multiverse. And if the collapse of the multiverse is inevitable, he'll try to contain the damage and create a new universe based on the scraps, on the ruins of what was destroyed, of those who were destroyed. And I think that's exactly where this movie is going to head. The Avengers at first, Avengers, that's what I'm saying. All the main characters will try to contain the chaos of the multiverse, try to contain the effect of the incursion. But Doctor Doom will be the first to realize with his genius that it's an uncontrollable effect and that it's already done. So what's Doom's plan? Let it end. I need power. Help me gain all the power I need. Because when I have such an absurd level of power, capable of shaping reality, I'll take whatever's left. And I'll create a new universe for all of us. A universe, of course, that will have Dr. Destino as the great leader, dictator, and despot. Is that his plan? Everyone agrees he's the main target and the best. That's what Dr. Destino always wanted. And he has this plan, which actually is a plan. Oh, he's going to save billions of people. Oh, he's going to rebuild the multiverse. All right, thumbs up. All right, he's the champion. But in a new universe where he's the emperor, everything Doctor Doom wants, actually, he wants to be the emperor of the world. He doesn't want to help anyone. So I think Doctor Doom is going in that direction. He'll realize the incursion causes a domino effect that can't be contained. The river is already rushing uncontrollably toward the waterfall. And he's gonna turn and say, man, the only way is for us to make do with what's left. I need power. Is that when I'll clash with the Avengers? The Avengers aren't gonna want to give power to this megalomaniac, to this arch-villain, for him to fix things. And he's going to try to do that, despite the Avengers. That's when we have the big conflict of the movie. And then Doctor Doom already has Franklin Richards, who is a super powerful being. Let's see where else he's going to look for power to build, to reconstruct the universe. Maybe there will be Sentry or some other interesting power. There are rumors about Doctor Doom. We also have Monica Rambeau, Professor Xavier, and Cerebro, which might be helpful. And finally, Loki, which I think is something we've been hearing so much about that I think it's already confirmed for this movie. Loki is the power that Doctor Doom needs to solve the crisis. So, reaching Loki, finding a way to get to the Citadel and take Loki's power is something he planned and will execute during this movie. And maybe with Loki's power in his hands, Loki will be extremely stressed at that moment. Because he's there, like a puppet master, holding the strings of the multiverse, and the multiverse is shutting down, breaking, tearing apart, getting ruined, and withering. He must be under unbelievable stress. Toshino will show up, just give him a slap, and that's it. And then Dr. Toshino, with all that power, rebuilds the multiverse, just like we saw in that animated light show that was presented at this same event. I think that's where this movie is going. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'll return soon with more from Dr. Pop. After the event, channel options will appear so you can stay with me longer. Remember, channel members skip commercials. If you become a member now, the little button is right here. Look, become a member, you'll get rid of YouTube ads. On this channel, members get an exclusive link with no commercials and help me keep the channel running. Just $2.99. See you later, see you soon, see you in a bit. Bye. That was another Quattro Coisas episode. The channel posts at least 3 videos daily, Monday to Sunday. If you liked it, here are more suggestions to watch. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell for new updates. Thank you very much. See you next time.